Hello guys, can you hear me? Okay, so welcome to our live session of today. As I start our project for today I want us to create something like a portfolio. We want to create a portfolio for our business. Like, allow me just to adjust some few settings over here. Yeah, I'm sure now we are good to go. We are good to go. Okay, so we want us to create something about, like, we want to create a portfolio using Adobe Illustrator as our main tool. We'll use Adobe Illustrator as our tool for today. So, as you all know that Adobe Illustrator is a standard software and it is mostly used to in delivering such a heavy-based output like company profiles, like things that has so many pages. That's what we refer, like something that is so heavy. We usually refer to it. It is usually done in Adobe Illustrator. So we want to start. This is our Adobe interface. That, like, this is our Adobe Illustrator interface. As you can see, we have the file tab here, the edit tab here. Then we have object tab here, type, select. All those tabs, as you can see, are here. So let us start by create our new file. As you can see, there's this part here that says that we must create a new file, so as you can be able to get yourself. We press the new file. After that, we want to create, like, the basic recommendation when creating something. Like, when you want to create a portfolio, then its basic recommendation, mostly it is 1920 by 1080 pixel. So I will name it photography portfolio. Then press OK. We open. I don't know why I'm having an issue with my streaming software. I really don't know why. I really don't know why. Let me try to do something here. Okay, let's get back to main business again. I was using Illustrator. So this is our main interface today, and we want to create a portfolio using Adobe Illustrator. So we have been able to open our file, and if we're able to open our file, then we want to create a background for the want to create a background color, like our background color for our main heading or for our main tab. So what we will do, What we'll do here, we will take this is a, we'll choose the rectangle tool. Then after pick the rectangle tool, a bit, let me work on my camera. What is my, okay, let's, this is a rectangle tool, as you can see. So we want to create, we want to make sure that our design, get some enough lights here. Okay, like that. Now you can be able to see me very well as I express myself. Okay, so let's add our, we want to add our background color, our background color. You drag like this, you drag like that. That is how you usually able to get yourself, like that is how you're able to add the background color. Simple as that. Like after I've been able to do that, you that you prefer. You see this tab, this is the where you can able to get all your color palettes, everything, all your color. Appear here. Then let us, we want to choose a color, like we want to choose our color here, and I'll, there's some color palettes that I was been able to be given. So I'm using ChatGPT to help me to in generating the color that I will be using in the process of getting the best version of our portfolio. So I want us to try this color. This is a premium gold. So what we do, you come here, you copy this hexacode, you right click, you copy. Then you come to Adobe Illustrator, you you delete this one, then you right click, you paste. Simple as that. That's how you can able to get your color. This is how you'll be able to get my first color. As simple as that. Then you align it accordingly. Okay, now that you've been able to get this type of, we'll try to see if it really match this type of background color. So we'll proceed to the next one, and what we'll do, we want to add a text, like we want to add a text. And when we want to add a text, how do we do it when we want to add a text? There's a text tool here, or a type tool. Then after that, you come and write something like that. Then there's a document or your document. At the moment, I'm using this the generated content that you must be creative as a creative designer, and you must use and leverages these AI tools to help you for efficient work for yourself so much. Yet there are tools that can help you to like that. You write, you delete this one. Tools that can help you to like that. You write, you delete this one, then like that. You write, you delete this one, then you paste. You come here, you right click, you copy. You come to your tool, you right click, you paste. Simple as that. So what we will do, we want to create to make sure that our text our text like we want to make sure that our text is well presentable, like it appears nicely. So what we'll do, we will able to, you see this right part, the right bottom part. So at this part, this is where you will be able to adjust your font size. As you can see, can you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Do you really see the difference? Do you see the difference? So this is how you are able to add your text for a creative portfolio, something like that. Then you pick your move tool or your selection tool. You bring this to the bottom. You bring this to this part. You delete that one. So prime shot media. You can able to change your font here if you want. At the moment, I can prefer to use Montserrat. So after this one, what I will be able to do, now that I've been able to pick my font color, my font, I feel like I should make my heading to be a bit of bold so as it can really look well. So I can come here, the drop down. I choose my font Montserrat. Whatever makes you happy, bold. So you come to you so that your document fits well. So what you'll do, you adjust this part, prime shot media, like that. That's how you're able to do this thing. You adjust. After that, you 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 highlight your you highlight your tag, crafting life frame at a time. You right click, you copy. You right click, you copy. You come to your you come to your software. You press text, you drag or you draw, something like draw. You come here, you reduce the font size because the tagline always must be smaller than the heading. This is a subheading, so you reduce the tagline. You reduce the tagline. I'm able to change it. I'll make it around 20. Then you delete this one, you paste. You delete that one, you right click, you paste. Okay, that is how things are done under Adobe Illustrator. That's why it is usually advisable for you who are starting, you must be able to learn these shortcuts. Shortcuts save you a lot of time when you are getting yourself in this creative journey. It is a game changer. This, I've been using this for a while, and I can able to feel that whenever I'm using these shortcuts, I feel there's something, I feel like there's an improvement when it comes to time management. When you are creating something, it improves your workflow. So that is how you should be able to understand. You must be able to get familiar yourself with this thing, okay? So we must adjust this one. You adjust this to at that point. You adjust this up to that point. Crafting, so something like that. You must be able to add it. So we want some more spacing. Crafting, then you come this point. This is where you can able to adjust your spacing. You take your text tool, you come here, you highlight, then you add spacing. Look at how I'm adding spacing. You can able to see there's a difference. This is how I'm able to add spacing, something like that. You see, do you see the difference? Can you see the difference? Do you really see the difference? Yes, something like that. Then I want to stick with Montserrat font. I want it to use it mostly as my main font over here. Let me try to figure. Let me leave it at around 46. At this top part, let me bring, yes, at this top part we can be a little bit creative. We want our document, like we want our work to be a bit more clinical, more clean, something modern, something that could attract more clients. So what we will do, we will take our text tool, we will come here. This is the, we can write here. Do you see what I'm doing? I take my text box or my rectangle tool up to that point. Now this is where I can able to say photography, port, portfolio, photography, portfolio. Or we can even do this. We can say portfolio alone, portfolio alone. Then what we'll do, we want to resize our rectangle tool up to that point, portfolio. You can even make it at the top left. Okay, so we have been able to hit our portfolio, top portfolio at our right hand side. So what we'll do next, we want to be a bit more advanced. Want to think want to think something over here. And what we'll do, we'll take this part, we'll draw the next rectangle tool. Then after I pick a rectangle tool, you draw, sorry, let me pick my rectangle tool. Then you draw it here. You draw something like that. Then you can able to change your color. You can able to use white color. Then you come and take your text box. You you add that text box. Then you write there. You can write this way: creative portfolio. Portfolio. Okay. Guys, can you hear me? Are you grasping a concept? Creative portfolio. I want this creative portfolio to be a bit more of extra bold. So I will highlight. I'll take my text tool. Sorry. Control Z. Like that. Then you add. You make sure that your text box look really nice. It within the first seconds, it really impress someone. Allow me to adjust that part. I want this to be more more advanced, more something so modern. Creative portfolio. Prime shot media, capturing life one frame. That is their tagline. And their tagline, yeah, let it just be the way it is. So what we'll do, we've been able to add our heading, prime shot media, capturing life one frame. Simple as that. And I'm thinking of what? So what should we do next? What should we do next? I will take my text box. I'll come here. Add that. I write hire me. I'll try to think of something like, let me try to add a different color of white. I see how it really like, how does it really work? How does it really work? Let me try to look for another color. And what else? Which color am I thinking of? Let me try to get myself into this color. I want to get myself in. Let me try to pick this color, then come back to Illustrator, then come back to my text tab here, then that really, let me try to just adapt to black. Let me get my eyedropper tool. Yes, something like that, but I want something more minimal, higher me. Yes. Okay, so that's how things are going. We have been able to get ourselves into such a point, and at this point, I've been able to craft my first page. And what I really think, let me try to think. Want to be a everyone. Then I want something. Let me pick my eyedropper tool, then reduce that font to something like that. Hello everyone. Then I can able, I want to add something, a comma. Hello, I'm sure it really works. Hello everyone. Yes, something like that. And since we don't want to be our design to be so flat, and let me try to think of the something over here. Don't want our design to be so flat like this. Let us try to get ourselves to tools. Let me try to get myself familiarized with this is pixel, and I can able to say that I can able, let me try to search something here, photography, photos, background photos, photography, background photo. Pixel. These are the website that you need to get yourself understanding. It will help you a lot when you are getting yourself in the creative design journey. Allow me to use this. Let me see if it really works well. I can choose the small size, download the selected size. After that, it has been downloaded. I come here, I pick the same image, I drag like it has been open, but it has been really open. So what I will do, I'll come to Adobe File, Open. I'll come to Downloads, Pixel, Open. Then want to use this as a subtle background. So what I'll do, I will drag the image up to this point. You see? So that is how I'll be able to drag, size it a bit of it. Yes, like that. We can send it to backward. Arrange, arrange, send to back. Send to back. Then we will try to reduce the opacity. Reduce the opacity. Like, what is our opacity? Opacity, opacity, opacity. Okay, so what I will do, I'm trying to understand the color basic, how this color I'm trying to match with what I'm trying to create over here. So what I will do, let me try to change to look for another color over here. A color that will really blend. Hello everyone. And sorry, let me try to look for a color. This opacity, let me try to adjust the opacity of my. Okay, so something like that. Or we'll do away with this. If see if I can able to. I am creative portfolio. Okay, that is how we do portfolio. Hello everyone, Prime Shot. You can select the situation to analyze our page. Hello everyone, Prime Shot Media, capturing life, one frame, creative portfolio. You may hire me. Okay, so simple as that. And what we'll do next, we'll add another artboard. And when you want to add another artboard, like when you are working with Adobe Illustrator, you are working with artboards. So what you need to know, you must able to get yourself understanding these artboard tools. And this artboard, it really appears here on the left panel, or you may press Shift on your keyboard and O. That is where you can able to add another artboard. So we want to add another artboard, and by pressing Shift and O, another artboard it really adds. Or you can press the artboard tab, then you come to on your middle right hand side. As you can see, I don't know if you can able to see my cursor. I really don't know if you can able to see my cursor. Can you able to see my cursor very well? So what we'll do, you add another like that. So after that, what we'll do, we have been able to add another artboard. And this is our second page as creating, like this is the second page of us creating the second page. So our second page, when you are creating your portfolio, you must be able to understand that your second page, I want this second page to be, let us try to add our background at first. So I will take my rectangle tool as usual, then do away with this part, like rectangle tool, sorry, let me get the return to my rhythm. So that is how you able in such a manner. It very well, align it very well. Just to its part. Bas, something like that. When you are working with artboard, it is very easy. At this point, if you see that this artboard is too big or too large, you reduce. You can able to see. You can able to reduce. This is the advantage of working with artboards. But let me work with the original size. That is 1280 by 1920 pixels. Okay. So what I will do next, I will add about me. Let me try, let me add, I'll say, what else? I'll say about about